Daybreak on Ozarks First. First in news, first for you.
Improve the value and look of your home, plus save on utility bills with new Energy Wall. Premium windows and doors from Polaris, and get 50% off installation. Offered exclusively by Modern Exteriors. The breakthrough design outranks the competition with 20 standard features like insulated window frames and sashes. Call Modern Exteriors today for a free, no-hassle, no-pressure estimate.
Modern Exteriors, where quality and price become friends.
Stop letting hidden fees eat your profit. At She Buys 417 Homes, you'll pay 0 realtor commissions. We cover the closing costs so you keep more cash. Visit SheBuys417Homes.com to get your offer.
Winter is unpredictable, so in moments that matter, the Acura MDX is built to adapt, perform, and lead with confidence. Whether you're exploring new horizons or simply making your way home, the MDX delivers peace of mind. Right now at Acura Springfield, you can lease the new 2026 Acura MDX technology for just $599 a month. Because when you drive an Acura, you know that safety and comfort is a destination worth reaching. So come by the dealership or check us out online. At Acura Springfield, luxury starts here.
When you fight fires together, you become a family. In this family, everybody comes home.
Get down!
Sometimes in the middle of it all we have is each other.
When it matters most, we go in together, we come out together.
Chicago Fire, next Friday at 8/7 Central on My Network TV.
You're watching Ozarks First.
Well, straight ahead here on your News at 9, a woman from Marshfield speaking out tonight after what she's detailing and calling a violent arrest. How a trip to her mailbox landed her in handcuffs. And then a clinic in Springfield is set for a major expansion. What's in the works now is the Arc of the Ozarks works to meet demand. And then later.
Don't let anyone ever run you off of your block.
Dozens of lawmakers saying they're boycotting President Trump's State of the Union address. We're breaking down the standoff on Capitol Hill while a partial shutdown continues. When your News at 9 starts right now.
This is Ozarks First News at 9.
See here tonight for the News at 9. I'm Mike Landis. Well, a woman in Webster County says a Valentine's Day walk to get her mail turned into a violent arrest after a new neighbor accused her of trespassing. The 73-year-old says she's walked the same route for 14 years now with no problems until that recent dispute escalated into what she calls a horrific treatment by a deputy. Ozarks First Doreen Abaya spoke with her about what she says happened that day. Doreen?
That's right, Mike. Today I spoke with Lydia Matusek, who says she was accused for trespassing while going to get her mail. So she says this deputy was responsible for leaving her with bruises and humiliated her while she was locked in the jail for 24 hours.
He said, you're under arrest. Grab my wrist, took my phone, throw it on the gravel, and here we go again. Don't resist. I said, no, I am in excruciating pain. He said, trespassing. I said, who said I'm trespassing? Where? And he said, the neighbor. I said, which one? And he said, the one. I said, oh my gosh, the new neighbor.
I reached out to the sheriff's department today. Roy Cole told me he has instructed his staff to do a full investigation, and he convened with them. And Sheriff Roy says he stated it is his responsibility to understand these kind of situations. Matusek says she's working with an attorney who plans to fight this trespassing charge. Reported here with Mike.
All right, thanks so much for the update on that, Doreen. We'll keep you posted on new developments in that. Meantime, 2 people from Springfield are accused of causing the death of a 2-month-old baby last year. Jonathan Gaona and Stephanie Hernandez have been arrested, and they're now charged with murder along with child endangerment, abuse, and neglect. Springfield police responded to a home on February 11th in 2025. That's where officers found the baby with burns to her face, chest, and back. Hernandez, the baby's mother, is in the Greene County Jail tonight. And Goona is not the father of the infant, but is Hernandez's ex-husband. You can find more details on this case on our website, ozarksfirst.com. And turning now to our first forecast here at 9:03 with a live look over the skies in Springfield. We do have mostly clear skies, but certainly a chill in the air tonight. We're going to check in now with Jamie in the Forecast Center. Jamie had to get those coats back out, not the winter coats, but at least something to provide a little warmth out there.
Yeah, and we're going to have to get that coat out, I think, for the weekend, the heavier coat, because we are going to find even colder weather over the weekend. Now, right now, we kind of lead things off this weekend with some snow, at least on radar. It looks like we've got some snow coming into the area. This isn't yet reaching the surface, but I think later tonight, we're talking after midnight, that possibility of rain or snow showers is there. Now, with mostly clear skies, we've dropped into the mid-30s, but clouds will increase, and I think that will cause temperatures to sort of level out. Temperatures at this hour are still reflecting the passage of yesterday's cold front. You can see right now over our eastern counties, we're running well below where we were 24 hours ago, but we're actually warmer than where we were 24 hours ago over western Missouri and northwest Arkansas. Again, that's more because we've got cloud cover starting to work into those areas. Now, later tonight, expecting cloudy skies, a risk of rain or snow showers, maybe some lingering flurries at 7 o'clock. And clouds will tend to linger through the morning hours, but during the afternoon, I think we'll be able to sweep those clouds out of here. Temperatures tomorrow remaining cold, though, only warming into the low 40s. This will be the coldest that we've had to endure in a couple of weeks, but mild weather does make a quick return next week, maybe even 70 at the end of next week. I'll have more on that coming up. Mike?
All right, thank you, Jamie. Well, a nonprofit in Springfield that helps individuals with autism is now on the grow. Ark of the Ozarks Autism Center there on South Nettleton opened back in 2024, but it's already looking to address a growing need for evaluations and therapies for children and adults on the autism spectrum. Michael Powers with Ark of the Ozarks says the move will help address an ever-growing wait list for families.
As we're beginning our third year, the waiting list has grown up to over 100 or over 1,000 people. Over 1,000 people on the waiting list. We knew that we're already outgrowing this building.
And for mothers like Chrislyn Freeman, getting that diagnosis was important for her children to get the resources they need.
And it was a struggle. It was like almost 2 years before we were able to, because we had to wait till he was 3. It could affect things, you know, like not knowing that we can't get him the proper help he needs. And then, sadly, the damage is already done.
And Powers says the Ark is leasing the building to the current tenants as the previous owners renovate the building. The Ark expects to open that expansion sometime in the spring of 2027. We have more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on social media, where we have plenty of fun videos and interactive stories from all across the Ozarks. Find every bit of it on X, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Don't forget to download our free news and weather apps and check out everything at ozarksfirst.com. And make sure to download our new streaming app called Ozarks First Plus, where you can find live broadcasts and 6 original shows put on by Ozarks First talent. Check out this clip from earlier today's episode with Bailey.
Jurassic Quest has been in Springfield for a couple of years, comes around, you know, makes its visit, stop in Springfield. But this time they're doing it differently. It's going to be Jurassic Quest with Brickfest, combining Legos and dinosaurs. So that's every child, I would say, little boy's dream of any age.
Yeah, I think if they added like a train segment, that's pretty much every special interest a little boy can have.
Yeah, you just run the gamut with that.
Yeah, question has to be, are they Lego dinosaurs there?
That's what I wonder.
Okay, I just
Or they're going to be, well, they have
combined.
They've had a lot of Jurassic World, I think, Legos coming out recently.
Yeah, there are Lego dinosaurs. I wasn't kidding about that part, but I would would imagine one side of the place is Legos, one side is dinosaurs, and in the middle.
That's what I'm guessing.
There's like in the middle, there's a little section of just Lego dinosaurs.
There's a transition point.
Yeah, I think it all fades like a perfect gradient.
Point.
That's my.
It says Lego inspired building activity. So I'm like, are they off-brand Legos?
It's not official. Sorry.
A lot of grown-ups liking Legos these days just the same. You can download Ozarks First Plus for free on your smart TV, finding that on Apple TV, Amazon Fire TV, as well as Roku.
The Supreme Court's ruling on tariffs is deeply disappointing.
Well, coming up, a major ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court going against President Trump's sweeping tariffs. We have a breakdown of that decision as the president pushes back. And later in the show, a shooting inside of a business in South Springfield. Details we gathered from the scene for you after this.
And it is the chili cook-off tomorrow here in Springfield, Missouri. It's a good thing to do indoors where you can feel the heat from all that chili. You'll want it because it's going to be cold outside, and we're going to be enduring cold through the weekend. Ahead of a nice warm-up next week. More of that coming up.
This is Ozarks First News at 9 with Mike Landis, Chief Meteorologist Jamie Warner, and Sports with Dan Lucy. The Ozarks First Sports Report is sponsored by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks.
Allergies keeping you up? Take Zyzol at night. It lasts up to 6 times longer than Benadryl, relieving allergies the entire night. So you wake refreshed for a productive next day. Be wise, old. Take Zyzol at night.
Healthier looking skin and a youthful vibe. Gold Bond's new Plumping Collagen, clinically shown to visibly plump and boost skin hydration by 50%, leaving your skin looking more youthful and giving you that extra boost of confidence. Try it today.
This year, treat yourself at Creative Audio. You deserve it. Your home is your castle, so give your music incredible style and fill the room with music by upgrading your home audio listening experience. Kick back and relax and feel the purity of sound and new acoustics that you've never heard before. Only at Creative Audio at any of our 7 locations.
When temperatures drop, your pipes don't always hold up. A frozen pipe that bursts can flood your home in minutes. That's why U.S. Disaster Restoration is on call 24/7. Fast, local, and ready to stop the damage. We remove the water, dry your home, and prevent mold before it starts. When every second counts, trust the experts who handle your restoration from start to finish. U.S. Disaster Restoration, your first call when you're in need.
Yahtzee Custom Structures, a trusted barn builder since 2005. We specialize in post-frame buildings and custom-built homes. So if you're looking for a long-lasting and well-designed pole barn, a custom-built home, a hobby shop, or an elegant and durable barn dominium, give us a call. We even do commercial properties. We offer fully staffed crews to ensure customers' projects will be started and finished within a reasonable time frame. And we stock our own quality lumber and supplies, so there are no delays with third-party vendors. Your next building is closer than you think with Yahtzee Custom Structures.
What happens when you throw out the script and turn up the fun? From special guests to creative recipes.
That is so good!
And plenty of unexpected moments.
Oh!
Join Maddie Conklin, Tom Turton, and Jeremy Rabe for conversations, creations, and a variety of fun. Watch Unscripted weekday mornings on Ozarks First. Tom Schmidt on Ozarks First. First in weather, first for you.
Today, the U.S. Supreme Court issuing a major ruling against President Trump, deciding that his sweeping tariffs are illegal. The court says the president does not have the power to enact those tariffs, leaving those decisions now up to Congress. Meanwhile, President Trump is pushing back, with him announcing a 10% global tax effective almost immediately.
I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country.
Other tariffs are still in place that were not imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. That includes tariffs on steel and aluminum, cars, copper, lumber, and products like kitchen cabinets. Meantime, dozens of Democrats say they're planning to boycott President Trump's State of the Union address coming up next week. The speech comes as the Department of Homeland Security is shut down and the White House and congressional Democrats are locked in a standoff over immigration reforms. Gabrielle Caracillo has a preview of that political drama for us.
As President Donald Trump prepares to address Congress,
I hope you're going to watch.
Democrats are making plans to make their dissatisfaction with the president known.
Either attend with silent defiance or to not attend and send a message to Donald Trump in that fashion.
Dozens of Democrats are planning to skip the address and instead attend an event on the National Mall dubbed the People's State of the Union.
From the ICE reign of terror in Minnesota, we
go as far back to last year with what happened with DOGE and how federal workers have been impacted. We're not going to rubber stamp Donald Trump on this platform.
In response, the White House issued a statement criticizing Democrats for voting against key parts of the president's agenda, like his deportation policies and middle-class tax cuts, writing, quote, "It's not a surprise that they refuse to celebrate and honor Americans who have benefited from the common-sense policies Republicans have governed with." Despite their disagreements, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries says he does plan on attending.
You don't let anyone ever run you off of your block.
In the past, lawmakers in attendance have also made their feelings clear. In 2020, then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi ripped up the president's speech. And during last year's address to Congress, Texas Representative Al Green stood up and shouted in protest, ultimately getting kicked out of the chamber and censured. In Washington, I'm Gabrielle Caracciolo.
And we are heading to break here at 9:14 with this live look over Springfield. We do have some cloudy skies out there, and it's another chilly one, sitting just below 40, and certainly going to drop much chillier than that tonight. Jamie's going to let us know whether we need a jacket or a coat or more this coming weekend. Stick with us.
Matt Hefner on Ozarks First. First in weather, first for you.
Today we are talking about Medicare Part C, commonly called Medicare Advantage. If you're losing benefits for any reason, have moved, or are new to Medicare, you can call now because you may be eligible for plans in your zip code with additional benefits or cost savings that you may not know about or that may not have previously been available to you. Some people may be wondering if they could qualify for a special enrollment period because of recent life changes. So don't wait. Call the number on your screen now. Call now with any questions about your Medicare coverage options. We will check to see if there is a Part C plan available in your area with additional benefits and potential cost savings. Call to speak with a licensed insurance agent and find out if you are eligible for an initial or special enrollment period. You don't get Medicare Part C benefits automatically, so call now for your free 2026 no obligation Medicare benefits review.
Just call 800-303-4130. 800-303-4130.
To everyone who's never experienced a Wisconsin fish fry, come see what you've been missing.
Hi, Covers, we know a thing or two about fish fry. From hand-battered cod to jumbo shrimp. Every bite is crispy and full of flavor.
Crispy!
So crispy! You're gonna love this. That's really good. That's an actual filet.
It looks amazing.
I'm definitely a fish fry person now.
Let us share our favorite Wisconsin tradition with you.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious!
When you need it built strong and built right too, call Fair and True. We're the team for you. From dream to design, from start to the end, we build it with care like we would for a friend. Honest through and through. Homes, officer, they're that brand new deck. We show up on time and we earn your respect. Craftsmanship solid and pricing that's fair with Fair and True Construction. We're already there.
Big things happening for the 100-year celebration of Route 66. We have a host, John Goodman, and the musical guests are Little Big Town, Chris Jansen, Gretchen Wilson, and Rascal Flatts lead singer Gary LaVox.
Watch the Daily Scroll with Bailey Stroll on Ozarks First Plus. Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device. Daybreak on Ozarks First. First in news, first for you.
Well, that Springfield is gone, right? It got swept away with yesterday's winds. Today, we dealt with a more typical late February pattern. Looking outside right now, what we find is we've got mostly clear to mostly cloudy skies across here. Here in Springfield, it's actually not all that cloudy, but you look west and south and east, and clouds are thicker, and radar is actually sensing some rain or snow up in the clouds, but near the surface here is very, very dry. So this, as it falls toward the ground, is evaporating. That's happening for now. It won't happen all night long because there are additional showers off to the west. Look at this little swirl right there. That's some upper level energy that will head east overnight tonight, and it will generate a risk of rain showers and then snow showers later tonight. After midnight through maybe mid-morning on Saturday. Also, remember yesterday's storm, the one that generated all of the wind? Well, it's currently moving through the Great Lakes. And on the back side of that storm, the door has been left wide open Very rude of the storm system, left the door wide open, and cold Canadian air continues to flow south into the middle of the country. And we're going to see waves of this cold air come into the area over the course of this weekend, keeping our weekend pattern cold. In fact, very cold. We'll call it what it is, especially compared to where we've been over the last couple of weeks. Here is the hour-by-hour forecast. Again, later tonight, expecting some rain showers to move into the area. It looks like maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That's about the time over southwest Missouri and northwest Arkansas when the atmosphere is going to cool enough so that rain showers could turn over to snow showers. And then we'll find that activity pushing east through the area. That's 4 o'clock in the morning, past sunrise through mid-morning on Saturday, and then that activity should push off to the east. Now, a lot of clouds may tend to linger across the area throughout the morning hours. I don't think it's going to be a completely cloudy morning, but probably more clouds than sun. Once we get past noon, though, the clouds should thin out from west to east, and we end the day with clear skies across just about all of the area. Temperatures tonight dropping into the upper 20s and low 30s. The clouds will actually kind of serve as a blanket, that old blanket effect at night, kind of retaining some of that heat for us, so it won't get as cold as it could. Tomorrow, though, we'll make up for it because it will stay cold. It looks like afternoon highs only in the low 40s north to mid to upper 40s off to the south, and winds are going to be breezy out of the north to northwest. Tomorrow night, we drop through the 20s. Looks like we start our Sunday off with a morning low of 21 and a wind chill of 13, with afternoon highs in the upper 30s here along and north of I-44. South of I-44 looks like low to mid 40s for highs, but it's going to come with gusty northwest winds, and that's going to drive wind chills down not only during the morning hours, but even into the afternoon. It's probably going to feel like 20s in a lot of the areas. Temperatures will run about 10 to 15 degrees below normal through the weekend, and then the coldest is yet to come. Monday morning, widespread teens for lows. It looks like 15 for a morning low here in Springfield. We haven't been that cold in weeks. Afternoon highs on Monday in the upper 30s. But we start to turn it around by Tuesday. Highs up near 60. That'll come with filtered sunshine and breezy southwest winds. We'll find mostly cloudy skies on Wednesday with breezy southwest winds and highs in the mid-60s. There will be a chance for maybe a little light rain late Wednesday night as the system moves through. That'll make for a bit of a hiccup in this warming trend on Thursday before it resumes on Friday of next week. In fact, Mike, I think 1 week from now, Friday of next week, highs are going to be up near 70.
Interesting. It's kind of strange because most Februaries it's cold with warm spells. This year it's warm with cold spells, kind of the exact opposite.
Yeah, you know, I mean, honestly, when you look back at our winter as a whole, there's really only one period that stands out for the cold, and of course with the snow, and that was the second half of January.
Exactly. It's been nice. Sorry, thank you, Jamie. Well, 6 FIFA World Cup matches will be held at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City this summer. Here's the first 4 games, which are considered group stage games. Argentina and Algeria will be facing each other on June 16th. Ecuador will be playing Morocco on June 20th. Tanzania facing the Netherlands on June 25th. And then Algeria takes on Austria on June 27th. 2 knockout stage matches will take place throughout the month of early July. Well, thousands of tourists are expected to visit KC for those 6 matches, and no doubt hotel rooms will be in high demand throughout the tournament. Right now, online travel sites are showing availability through the KC Metro, but travel experts suggest you book your reservations as soon as possible.
But I would say now is the time to book a hotel room in downtown Kansas City and in the surrounding areas, because now your rates are going to be better, there's product available, and again, if you're looking at those high demand games, it'll be a little bit higher than normal, of course.
All right, still ahead here tonight, 20 days after Nancy Guthrie's disappearance. The big question is, who was the masked man at her door, seen in this camera video? The latest details in that investigation and the leads officials are following up next.
Carissa Cordell, weekday mornings on Ozarks First.
Menards' 11% rebate is here. From lighting to lumber, from doors to floors. The bigger the project, the bigger the rebate. Improve your home's appearance with Ideal Door. Choose from our in-stock selection or design your own. Get this garage door valued at $549.99 after rebate. For heavy-duty storage that protects your tools, choose Master Force. Now's the time to buy. This garage cabinet system is a value of $1129.98 after rebate. Hurry in. The 11% rebate is here.
Save big money at Menards.
Being told you need dental implants can be overwhelming. At 417 Smiles, we want you to feel confident in your decision with a trusted second opinion. Our experienced team will take the time to answer your questions and review your treatment plan to ensure you're making the best choice for your lifestyle. Right now, new patients can take advantage of our new patient special for $100. Don't see us in your network? We still file most insurances. So call today to book your new patient special.
From our family to yours.
We want to make sure 417 Smiles.
Matt Mason is coming to Buffalo Run Casino and Resort February 21st.
You better pray your tank don't feed and mind to eat.
With a one-of-a-kind voice and true country grit, Matt Mason brings raw storytelling straight to the heartland.
Feather in her halo.
Tickets are only $10. Visit BuffaloRun.com or stop by the Buffalo Run Casino and Resort in Miami, Oklahoma. Exit 313, where the fun never stops.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
Stock up on milk and bread.
Right. Why do people do that? I'm going frozen pizza.
Yes.
I don't need your milk and bread. A strawberry vanilla shake topped with, I believe, a California roll. Look at it. Look at it!
Watch 5 o'clock on Ozarks First Plus. Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device. The Ozarks First Storm Tracker, sponsored by Multiply Credit Union.
These are tough crimes to pull off by yourself, a one-person thing. I firmly believe that there's been an accomplice all along.
Well, the search for the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie has reached its 20th day now with no new leads, but a lot of unanswered questions. First and foremost, did the suspect have any help? Who was the masked man in this creepy door video that we've seen several times of the night that Nancy Guthrie disappeared? That is the question stumping investigators still and leaving much of the country unsettled. While some who have spent their careers in law enforcement don't think he acted alone, as investigation drags on and on with no answers, experts say it might be time for another public post.
There's still a lot of eyeballs on this case, and I think when we see families do that, it's when it starts to drop out of the news a little bit, and so you might want to, they may do that later on to generate more interest, or if there's a new lead.
And the flood of tips coming to the Pima County Sheriff's Office call center is slowing down, but officials are urging people who think they have credible information not to hesitate to call them. Meanwhile, the Missouri Senate is considering a bill that would remove the statute of limitations for survivors of sexual assault. Now, if it passes, that would allow victims to pursue justice in a civil court beyond a decade after the abuse apparently took place. Currently, civil action is not allowed in the state past the age of 31. You can find more details on this proposed bill on our website, ozarksfirst.com. Still ahead here at our second half hour, the NASCAR Cup Series is racing toward Atlanta this weekend. We're showing you about one racer who's expected to hear some of the loudest cheers.
Nope. Time to roll the window back up.
Watch Two Dudes in a Doppler, Mondays at 6:30.
I got some ideas.
Okay.
Time out? No. Time in. I feel like mascots should affect the over-under.
Ooh, betting in space?
I really want a new shower and love the way tile looks.
Yeah, that's going to be too much maintenance, though.
Our revolutionary laser-etched shower wall systems simulate the look of tile without the maintenance.
Ooh, that I love. What do you have to say now?
It's like they're always listening. So who installs these laser-etched shower walls?
Bath Makeover is the company to call.
Looks like we'll be calling Bath Makeover.
Yay!
It's Bath Makeover of the Ozarks triple saving sale. Save 3 ways. First, save $1,000 on a new bath or shower. Second, ask about 18 months, no interest, no payment financing. Third, receive a $200 Visa gift card with purchase, plus a bonus. Call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with in-home estimate.
I wanted to have a
just a walk-in shower and get rid of the tub.
And once he put it together, it was exactly what I had envisioned.
I mean, they did a phenomenal job.
I love Bath Makeover.
From Osage Beach to Mountain Home, Springfield and surrounding areas, visit our showroom at 521 Old Bellefonte Road in Harrison. Bath Makeover is a local company installing American-made baths, walk-in showers, and walk-in bathtubs in as little as 1 day. Backed with a lifetime warranty and a 5-year workmanship warranty. Plus, with Bath Makeover's Price Lock Guarantee, schedule your free estimate now and we'll lock your price in for 1 year. During our triple savings sale, save 3 ways. First, save $1,000 on a new bath or shower. Second, ask about 18 months, no interest, no payment financing, senior and military discounts. Third, receive a $200 Visa gift card with purchase, plus a bonus. Call during this program for a free $50 Walmart gift card with in-home estimate. Call 1-800-476-8468. That's 1-800-476-8468.
Watch the Rabbit Hole Report on Ozarks First Plus. Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device.
And thanks for joining us here for our second half hour. I'm Mike Landis tonight with some of the big stories we're covering for you here on Ozarks First News at 9. President Trump is announcing a 10% global tax just hours after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled against many of his original tariffs. Trump says the tariff is on all countries and will be effective almost immediately. And the move is expected to allow Trump to reimpose his global tariffs for 150 days. That, of course, with approval from Congress needed for them to extend past that point. Back here at home, expansion is in the works for one of the few centers in Missouri focused on diagnosing and providing resources for people with autism. Michael Powers with Arc of the Ozarks tells us the move will help address an even growing wait list for families in our region. The Arc expects to open the expansion sometime in the spring of 2027. Well, as President Trump prepares to address Congress, several Democratic lawmakers are making plans to boycott that event. In response, the White House issued a statement criticizing the move and for key voting parties and the parts against the president's agenda. Lawmakers say instead of attending the address, they plan to attend an event dubbed the People's State of the Union.
He said, already, he just, you are under arrest. Grab my wrist, took my phone, throw it on the gravel, and here we go again. Don't resist. I said, no.
Well, down to Webster County, where there's a woman, the one you just saw right there, saying that a Valentine's Day walk to get her mail turned into a violent arrest after a new neighbor accused her of trespassing. The 73-year-old tells us she's walked the same route for about 14 years with no problems until that recent dispute escalated into what she calls a horrific treatment by a deputy. Ozarks First Doreen Baez spoke with her about what she says happened that day. Doreen?
That's right, Mike. Today I spoke with Lydia and she told me that she was accused of trespassing and while walking to get her mail. She says a deputy's response left her bruised, humiliated, and locked in the cell for 24 hours.
Oh, I have arthritis. Ow!
I told you, put your hands behind your back.
I cannot. He said, already, he just, you are under arrest. Grab my wrist, took my phone, throw it on the gravel, and here we go again. Don't resist. I said, no, I am in excruciating pain.
Lydia Matusek says she walked the same path to get her mail front or back for 14 years. But she says things changed when a new neighbor moved in.
He said, trespassing. I said, who said I'm trespassing? Where? And he said, the neighbor. I said, which one? And he said, the one. I said, oh my gosh, the new neighbor?
Mathusek says she tried to avoid the property, but on Valentine's Day, the neighbor confronted her again as she walked along the edge of the road.
He's right there on the porch, right there. You are trespassing. I go to my mail and I go back. In 30 minutes, within 30 minutes, there is this Gestapo-style deputy, right?
She says within 30 minutes, a deputy knocked on her door and immediately started questioning her.
Are you a U.S. citizen? And I said, yes, yes. Are you born here or are you naturalized?
Mathusic says the deputy grabbed her and threw her phone on the ground and forced her down despite her chronic pain and medical conditions.
I get injections every 3 months to my spine before they decide to do surgery. That's how bad I am, okay? And he throws me on the floor, on the ground like that.
She says she was taken to a jail, searched, and kept in the cell for 24 hours, crying in pain and worried about her dogs at home.
I used 3.5 rolls of toilet paper in 24 hours.
I reached out to the Webster County, and the Sheriff Roy told me they are investigating the case. Matthews also told me that she's working with an attorney who plans to fight the trespassing charge. Back to you, Mike.
All right, thank you, Doreen. Now for a tense situation at a mental health center in South Springfield after a man fired shots inside. We can tell you that nobody was hurt, thankfully, in that incident just after 2 today at Eustasis Psychiatric and Addiction Health. That's off South National, and we're being told that several shots were fired by the guy. Police found that suspect still inside the business and then took him away.
So this location obviously provides psychiatric help to people, and so at this time we just think the individual is here to receive some services.
An investigation remains ongoing as police try and figure out what led to that shooting. We'll provide those updates for you if they become available at ozarksfirst.com. And time now for a check of our forecast. Jamie, today was kind of a mixed bag. We didn't have a whole lot of sun. It was chillier, but it could have been a lot worse, that's for sure.
It could be.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
You know, yesterday I was talking about, 1 year ago. Of course, yesterday was more dramatic because we had a high of 71, and 1 year ago we had a high of 11. But on today's date 1 year ago, while yes, this morning was cold with morning lows in the low 20s, 1 year ago, we had lows well below zero. We were setting record lows in the area. So, it's all a matter of perspective, right? And right now, our perspective is focused west as we see the system kind of coming down I-70 across Kansas. We've got some showers showing up on radar. The stuff here in the front is not reaching the surface, but over time, as this precipitation moves in and gradually moistens up those lower levels, we may start finding some raindrops or even snowflakes reaching the ground. Not expecting accumulations, but still a sign that, hey, you know what? It's still late February. Right now we're sitting at 35. Our forecast for Saturday starts cold, maybe some lingering flurries, peaks of sun during the morning hours, mostly cloudy skies. Once we get into the afternoon, that's when we'll see those clouds clear out. Temperatures in the low 40s. Cold weekend ahead. No way around that. But we can look forward to the other side, and that is mild weather as we move through next week. Mike?
All right, see you soon, Jamie. Thank you. Here's a live look for you over Cortina, over in Italy, as the 2026 Winter Olympic Games wrap up this weekend, believe it or not. Stay tuned here to Ozarks First as we continue to cover the end of those games. Meantime, another dominant day for Team USA. Our Angelique Martinez is in Milan tonight with a look at today's big moments.
Speed skater Brittany Bowe misses the podium in her final skate at her final Olympics. And it's deja vu as the U.S. men's hockey team advances to the gold medal game, and they'll take on Canada. Alex Ferreira secured the 10th gold medal for the U.S. in the freestyle ski halfpipe, tying the Winter Games record set in Salt Lake City in 2002. And it was a tough day for two-time Olympic medalist speed skater Brittany Bowe, competing in her 4th Olympics, who failed to medal in all 3 of her races, coming in 4th in all of the races, including her event, the 1500 meter, just 0.61 seconds behind the gold medalist. Bowe said it was heartbreaking to come in 4th. She was able to celebrate one thing, her engagement to women's hockey captain Hilary Knight. Knight was on hand at the ice park to watch Bowe's final race. And the U.S. men's hockey team clinched the semifinal against Slovakia with a score of 6-2. The team will move on to the gold medal game on Sunday against Canada. Both team rosters are stacked with all NHL players. The U.S. hasn't won a gold medal since the 1980 Miracle on Ice. The U.S. has named its flag bearers for the closing ceremonies on Sunday. Ice dancer Evan Bates, who won team gold and individual silver, and U.S. women's hockey captain Hilary Knight, who just capped off her 5th Olympics with a gold medal. Reporting in Milan, I'm Angelique Martinez.
All right, meanwhile, sports fans are gearing up for another big event this weekend as the NASCAR Cup Series will be racing in Atlanta. As tough as it is to have a first Daytona 500 victory within sight, only to have it slip away, Chase Elliott heads to this week's stop with confidence, coming off of a very popular Cup Series win here last June.
For me, it's nice to stay close to home, number one, but number two, excitement and the energy, and I got to experience that firsthand after the race over the summer, which was just really cool to see and kind of feel that support. Really special, a genuine happiness for me and my team. You have that pre-race some, but nothing like what it was post-race.
Elliott and the rest of the Cup drivers will hit the track for the first time late Saturday morning for qualifications. And we have more news to share with you, so don't forget to follow us on social media, where we have fun videos and interactive stories from all across the Ozarks on X, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, as well as our free news and weather apps and our website, ozarksfirst.com.
Aliens are real.
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information.
Well, still ahead, why is the president talking about extraterrestrial life? Well, we've got more on his new order to direct the government to come clean when your News at 9 returns.
Join the fun with Jeremy Rabe, only on Unscripted.
At T's Redneck Steakhouse, every day comes with a deal. Daily specials that'll keep your wallet happy and your belly full. Whether it's the daily specials or the large variety, you're always eating good at T's. T's Redneck Steakhouse. Come hungry, leave happy.
This message is for everyone on Medicare whose previous Medicare Advantage plan and coverage was terminated for 2026. You are now eligible for a special enrollment period, but the deadline to re-enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan is February 28th. We are encouraging those impacted to call and check up on their Medicare coverage. The call and Medicare checkup are free. Did you know that some Medicare plans were discontinued for 2026 and some people on Medicare have lost their Medicare Advantage coverage? Call the number on your screen now for your free Medicare coverage checkup. We will check to see if your Medicare plan was terminated for 2026 and see if there is a Medicare Advantage plan available in your area with additional benefits or potential cost savings. Don't wait. Call to speak with a licensed insurance agent before the February 28th deadline to re-enroll and get your Medicare Advantage coverage. The call and 2026 Medicare coverage checkup are free, so call now for your free, no-obligation Medicare benefits review.
Just call 800-763-1354. 800-763-1354.
This message is for everyone on Medicare whose previous Medicare Advantage plan and coverage was terminated for 2026. You are now eligible for a special enrollment period, but the deadline to re-enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan is February 28th. We are encouraging those impacted to call and check up on their Medicare coverage. The call and Medicare checkup are free. Did you know that some Medicare plans were discontinued for 2026 and some people on Medicare have lost their Medicare Advantage coverage? Call the number on your screen now for your free Medicare coverage checkup. We will check to see if your Medicare plan was terminated for 2026 and see if there is a Medicare Advantage plan available in your area with additional benefits or potential cost savings. Don't wait. Call to speak with a licensed insurance agent before the February 28th deadline to re-enroll and get your Medicare Advantage coverage. The call and 2026 Medicare coverage checkup are free, so call now for your free, no-obligation Medicare benefits review.
Just call 800-763-1354. 800-763-1354.
Winter weather can delay your commute. Stay ahead of it with the Ozarks First Weather Team. Voted most accurate 9 years in a row by Weather Rate. Ozarks First. First in weather. First for you.
It's an age-old question. Are aliens and UFOs just science fiction, or is there something more going on? President Trump is now directing federal agencies to release all government records related to UFOs, aliens, and extraterrestrial life. This all coming after former President Barack Obama here announcing earlier this week that aliens are indeed real. And while Obama took back his comment, saying he was just talking about the statistical likelihood, President Trump is calling it a big misstep.
I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. Well, he made a big mistake. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it.
It's still not clear what the government files on UFOs might contain or when they could be released finally. Well, construction has stopped on the University of Oklahoma's campus after finding human remains. Preliminary evaluations suggest the bones could date back to the early 1900s, so they've been there a while. The state chief medical examiner's office has sent anthropologists to help the state archaeologist with recovering the non-forensic remains. We'll update you as we learn more at ozarksfirst.com on that case.
And there's no way around it. We got to deal with cold weather this weekend, but it looks like we're going to be shutting off the cold air supply once we get to Tuesday of next week, and another extended run of spring fever will be enjoyed across the area. Look at that in your forecast coming up.
Looking for your next go-to spot? Try Ozark Mountain Pizza. The huge, diverse menu means there's something for everyone, from sandwiches to salads to specialty pizzas, and all made fresh to order. Locally owned and operated, Ozark Mountain Pizza, you won't leave hungry.
Save on utility bills with Energy Wall replacement windows for your home and get 50% off installation for Modern Exteriors. That's right, free labor.
Modern Exteriors, where quality and price become friends.
Allergies keeping you up? Take Zyzol at night. It lasts up to 6 times longer than Benadryl, relieving allergies the entire night. So you wake refreshed for a productive next day. Be wise, old. Take Zyzol at night.
Healthier looking skin and a youthful vibe. Gold Bond's new Plumping Collagen, clinically shown to visibly plump and boost skin hydration by 50%, leaving your skin looking more youthful and giving you that extra boost of confidence. Try it today.
The homes that we live in, the air that keeps them warm, the power that keeps us going. Behind it all are real people with real skills. Skills that can't be replaced by AI. At Midwest Technical Institute, you'll learn the skills that keep our world moving. From welding and pipe fitting to HVAC and electrical. Trade up to a career with staying power. Trade up to trade school. Learn more at midwesttech.edu.
Life is full of big moments and the small steps that get you there. At Multiply Credit Union, every deposit means momentum. Every loan, a door opened. Each one, another step towards what's possible. Multiply Credit Union. Grow together. Live fully. Be more.
When temperatures drop, your pipes don't always hold up. A frozen pipe that bursts can flood your home in minutes. That's why U.S. Disaster Restoration is on call 24/7. Fast, local, and ready to stop the damage. We remove the water, dry your home, and prevent mold before it starts. When every second counts, trust the experts who handle your restoration from start to finish. U.S. Disaster Restoration, your first call when you're in need.
Austin Hill aims for his 3rd straight Atlanta win, while the rest of the field looks to keep him out of the winner's circle.
He's done when I get to him.
The NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, this Saturday at 4:30 Eastern, 1:30 Pacific on the CW.
Looking for your next go-to spot? Try Ozark Mountain Pizza. The huge, diverse menu means there's something for everyone, from sandwiches to salads to specialty pizzas, and all made fresh to order. Locally owned and operated, Ozark Mountain Pizza, you won't leave hungry.
Yeah, partly cloudy, quiet, kind of cold outside right now. Temperatures are in the mid-30s. Here's a look at the morning lows. Talk about cold. Got into the low 20s here over southwest Missouri. Areas off to the east and southeast, cold, just not as cold. Mid-20s in Rolla. 26 this morning in West Plains, 29 this morning in Mountain Home. These are the coldest readings that we've had to deal with in weeks. And of course, in the afternoon, while yes, it was warmer, it was still colder than we might like. Areas along and north of I-44 remaining in the 40s. Notice south of I-44, though, managed to get into the low to mid-50s. Looking at the month of February, you can see it's been a couple of weeks since we've had to contend with cold weather. And of course, at the beginning of the month, we were still dealing with the leftovers of that snowstorm from January. Once we shook that off, things were looking real good for the last couple of weeks up until today. And we are going to have to deal with a cold snap that will extend through this upcoming weekend. And we'll lead things off this weekend with a risk of a little bit in the way of wintry precipitation. We've got some right now over western Kansas, and that system will be tracking east overnight tonight and tomorrow morning through the area. So it looks like maybe some sprinkles as early as, say, around midnight or shortly after midnight over southwest Missouri. Now, initially, the atmosphere isn't going to be cold enough to support snow. But as we push later into the night, say 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, the atmosphere will cool off, and I think rain showers in our area will turn over to snow showers, and those will continue to track east through the area and then out of the area. You can see the coverage isn't all that great, but there will be places where some snowflakes are falling from the sky. Now, tomorrow at noon, precipitation's gone. Clouds aren't quite gone, though. It looks like we'll still have mostly cloudy skies in a lot of the area, but clouds will clear out during the afternoon with skies becoming sunny in most areas by late afternoon. And then tomorrow night, clear and cold with a few clouds coming in late in the night. And then as we look ahead to Sunday, it looks like we'll find generally sunny conditions across the area. So a bright day on Sunday, but it is going to be a cold day. Temperatures tomorrow morning starting off a little below freezing in most areas. We end up with highs in the low 40s north to mid to upper 40s south. Tomorrow night down into the low 20s for lows. And then on Sunday, even with sunny skies, we're going to have to contend with highs generally in the upper 30s to low 40s. And winds are going to be gusty. And that means wind chills to start the day. Feels like temperatures to start the day in the teens, warming into the 20s as temperatures warm up. So we've got a cold snap that we're going to have to contend with this weekend. Our coldest bout of this, though, will come on Monday morning. That's when widespread teens will impact the area. And then some spring warmth will return. And this is why. The cold air, which is getting funneled south right now, well, that cold air supply gets shut off because the flow across the nation, right now it's northwest to southeast, dumping cold Canadian air into the middle of the country. Well, by early next week, it will become more west to east. And that will cut off that cold Canadian air supply and start to supply our area with some milder Pacific air. And you can see our back to work forecast reflects that pretty nicely. Yeah, cold on Monday. Looks like a high of 39. But as we get to Tuesday, up near 60, mid-60s on Wednesday. And I think we're going to be able to end next week with highs up near 70. And looking beyond that for the last day of the month, it looks like highs around 70. Dan, you're going to have to take it away because I think I'm about to lose my voice.
That's right. Yeah, it's too cold. Coming up in sports, the Lady Bears vow to bounce back.
We're blessed and fortunate enough to have this stretch of games at home and to have a great crowd, so we cannot take that for granted.
How getting tougher will snap that streak.
The Ozarks First Sports Report is sponsored by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks.
It's Brian Edington. I'm actually on the road right now. We're continuing to chase down leads in the Nancy Guthrie case. I wanted to tell you guys about a special that we're working on. We're going to go over everything we know in the Nancy Guthrie case, and we're going to take your questions because I've been getting so many questions, emails, and direct messages, and they're really good ones. Some of them are things that I haven't even thought of. I'm also going to have a panel of experts who are in the know, and there's a lot that we haven't reported yet that we're going to get to on Saturday night. So Saturday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, News Nation.
Gold Bond believes in the power of touch, a loving touch. A touch that says, I'm never letting go. That's why Gold Bond is formulated to make your skin irresistibly touchable. Get in touch. Gold Bond.
Welcome to the Lake of the Ozarks. Hi, I'm Jordan Salisbury, the owner and founder of the Salisbury Real Estate Team and Salisbury Property Management. Born and raised here at Lake of the Ozarks, I've loved growing up here, and I'm now raising my young family here.
I don't see any fish.
I've been selling the lake for almost 20 years, and we specialize in selling and managing lakefront property. So whether you're buying like a local, staying like a local, we want you to live like a local.
Yahtzee Custom Structures, a trusted barn builder since 2005. We specialize in post-frame buildings and custom-built homes. So if you're looking for a long-lasting and well-designed pole barn, a custom-built home, a hobby shop, or an elegant and durable barn dominium, give us a call. We even do commercial properties. We offer fully staffed crews to ensure customers' projects will be started and finished within a reasonable time frame. And we stock our own quality lumber and supplies, so there are no delays with third-party vendors. Your next building is closer than you think with Yahtzee Custom Structures.
Watch Put Me in, Coach, on Ozarks First Plus.
Who runs for fun? This is terrible.
Yeah. And I'll see you next week. Yeah.
Download the app on your Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV device.
Joy in family lives in the moments that stay with us. Laughter in the room. Stories at the table. Lessons learned. Strength we inherit. Love we pass on. From generation to generation, we carry each other.
Keep watching to discover more about Black history. Honoring Black history on Ozarks First. The Ozarks First Sports Report is sponsored by Chevy Dealers of the Ozarks.
out to left center field. Federico, the center fielder's there. He reaches up, and it's out of here.
Missouri State baseball Bears back on the road. This weekend, Joey Hawkins' Bears will be tested by Ole Miss. The SEC's Rebels are 5-0 on the season. They'll square off with the 3-1 Bears. It's the tail end of Mo State's 7-game road trip that opens up the campaign. In our Bear Nation update, Missouri State leads the all-time series 3-2. It was a 1-1 game. Bottom of the first inning, bases loaded, and the Rebels' Austin Foley would take this one deep to left. This one leaves the ball yard, a grand slam. That quickly, it was 5-1 Rebels. Ole Miss adds to it in the second. Judd Uttermark takes this one deep to left. It's gone, one of his 2 home runs on the game. It was a 2-run shot. That made it 7-1, but Mo State would get a few of them back. Carter Bergman with this shot to left center. Over the Ford sign and gone, a 2-run homer. But Ole Miss would beat the Bears. The final from Oxford today, 11-6. The Missouri State Lady Bears will be back at home tomorrow afternoon. Beth Cunningham's crew will be trying to snap a 3-game losing streak. Lady Bears will host Delaware at 1. It's only the second 3-game skid Mo State has suffered through this season. Last night, Liberty held the Lady Bears to only 43 points. They won 55-43. The players say they need to get tougher on defense. The coach wants the offense to get in rhythm, and Macy James says they can't disappoint the fans. James says that that's the Lady Bears' secret weapon. Last night, the senior from Kansas brought her little brother to the interview room.
As a player, you always have to go back and watch the tape, good, bad, and ugly. It's not always going to be as bad as you thought it was. It's not always going to be as good as you think the tape was. We're blessed and fortunate enough to have this stretch of games at home and to have a great crowd, so we cannot take that for granted. We have a quick 36, 48-hour turnaround, and we just got to get back on the horse and realize that we have something that a lot of people in the country don't have, which is a supportive home crowd, and we just need to take advantage of that for the next week and a half.
Little brother was disappointed with the loss. Girls high school basketball tonight. Top-ranked team in Class 5 is Marshfield. Paying a visit to Logan Rogersville, Log Rock ranked 4th in the state in Class 4. Lady Wildcats down 1 in the first quarter. Eden Kibbe next knocks down the 3. It was 10-8 Log Rock. However, Lady Jays take a 3-point lead into the second quarter. Layup in transition by Izzy Charnay. After that, Marshfield couldn't miss. Peyton Ward with the 3 off the glass. Lady Jays led by as many as 17 at the half and 20 in the second half, and they comfortably win 63-45. Winter Olympic Games are winding down. Earlier you saw Team USA's hockey team won into the gold medal game. In the United States, Alex Ferreira won the men's free ski half-pipe gold. 31-year-old took silver and bronze in the event in the last 2 Olympics, but in Italy he captured his first gold. And Norway's biathlon skier Johannes Dale Skjevdal won the 15-kilometer biathlon. It's my favorite. It mixes cross-country skiing with rifle shooting. That is Norway's 17th gold medal. That sets a new Winter Olympic game record. And here's a look at your medal count. Norway has 37. Of those, 17 are gold. The United States is in second place, 2 ahead of Italy. Then comes Japan, Germany, and France. So you ski, then you shoot.
That one might be kind of popular in these parts. If we had a little bit more snow, thankfully we have not had so much. But
maybe it would be more of a running. You would run, and then you would shoot. Then you would run.
You can do the roller skates.
Interesting combo right there. Jamie, we're looking for a chillier weekend, but still fairly decent, it sounds like.
Yeah, you know, and if you don't like the cold, we do have the chili cook-off tomorrow here in Springfield. You can attend.
That, or just wait, and the weather will change again someday.
Or you can wait, yeah.
Have a great weekend, folks. Bye-bye.
Are you dealing with vaginal odor? It's time to give your vagina the support it needs. This is Urovaginal Probiotic from O Positive Health. Uro has a premium V-positive probiotic blend with XOS prebiotics to enhance effectiveness, so you can crowd out odor-causing bacteria, balance vaginal pH and yeast levels, and enjoy greater vaginal comfort. Get Uro for 20% off right now at geturo.com.
This year, enjoy indoor-outdoor living by creating panoramic million-dollar views with a new patio enclosure that has floor-to-ceiling glass. Or add another living room on the back patio or porch with a patio cover, motorized screen, awning, or pergola, and get 50% off installation. That's right, 50% off labor or no interest financing until 2027. To get started, call Modern Exteriors today for your free consultation.
Modern Exteriors, where
Every journey needs a guide. You've tried doing this solo. Each time the scale has gone the wrong way, you carried the fight alone. That stops now. At Apex Life, you get a plan and a partner, someone who reaches down when you struggle and pulls you back up. Real support, real results, real partnership. Our January pricing is just $2.99, including medication and coaching. Go to ApexLifeClinic.com today for your free consultation. Apex Life, let's climb together.
Leaky pipes, clogged drains, toilet or water heater troubles, all could be signs of bigger problems. Junior's Plumbing, your residential plumbing experts, are here to help. Fast, honest, and reliable service at reasonable prices. Always done right the first time. From drips to disasters, we fix it all. We're also offering low price specials on water heater replacements. Call Junior's Plumbing today or scan the toilet. Don't despair. Junior's there.
Thanks, Junior's Plumbing.
OPT, the Ozarks Regional YMCA, presents Seuss Science Day on Saturday, March 7th from 9 to 1 at the Pat Jones YMCA. This free family event will feature Seuss-themed activities, Dr. Seuss story times, a visit from the Cat in the Hat, and more. Details at optv.org or orymca.org.
Serving the Ozarks. Thursdays on Ozarks First. Jesse Inman on Ozarks First. First in news. First for you.
Hey, Jake, why don't you tell Grandma about what you did on your spring break?
Bad idea. What? Nothing. I just saw that they're moving the L.A. Gardening Exposition from the Shrine Auditorium to the Convention Center, which I think is a very bad idea.
Thanks for the update. Go ahead, Jake. Tell Grandma.
It was really cool.
Hang on a second, Jake. I'm not sure you understand how serious this gardening thing is. It's a really bad idea.
I get it. Bad idea. Go ahead, Jake.
I went camping with Grandma and Grandpa. We slept in a tent, we cooked on an open fire, and we went hiking, and we saw a bear.
You let him spend an entire vacation with his other grandparents, and I haven't even had him for one night?
Oh, bad idea.
Manly men, 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 manly men, men, men. Men, 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 manly men. Men, 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 manly men, 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 manly men, men,
We're in a volcano to test Finish Ultimate against tough burnt-on stains. Finish Ultimate breaks them down, cuts grease, and boosts shine for the ultimate clean, even on the toughest stains.
Simparica Trio protects against 3 categories of parasites.
Power of disease.
This drug class has been associated with neurologic side effects, including seizures. Use with caution in dogs with or without a history of these disorders. Don't just protect, triple protect.
Hey, I'm the residue. Those spots and streaks on your dishes, all me.
You need to Finish Jet Dry 3-in-1.
Oh, no.
It works after detergent to prevent residue, dry better, and prevent clouds. For dishes that shine.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain. It's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil Liquid Gel's target pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
This is unfair and unacceptable. From the moment that boy was born, Judith's parents squeezed me out of the picture and you left them.
Interesting point.
Excuse me, Mom, but when Jake was born, Judith's mother dropped everything and stayed with us for a month, cooking and cleaning.